a little different that they were explaining when I was watching a little bit of the coverage on Thursday. I didn't watch anything yesterday because I was mad at Tiger. Tiger made me very, very upset. Now he's an oblique injury and withdrew. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, guy. After that terrible display of golf you had in the Open, and now your first day at this tournament, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're withdrawing. Come on. You're killing me. But they were explaining the Tour Championship is if you're the leader in points, like you're really set up. Like they're basically making it where you're going to win the Cup. Because before, like Tiger almost won it last year because he won the Tour Championship.
He did win it last year, didn't he?
He won the Tour Championship, but he almost won the FedEx Cup points.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Justin Rose, if he would have fell out from where he was, like another spot or so, Tiger would have won.
Right.
And it didn't make a whole lot of sense because what's the point of having these playoffs and all these other events that if you win this and then I just fall outside the top, 30 or something, I could lose my top points. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Right.
So that was a little weird. Like, Tiger was solid last year.
Right.
Wins that tournament, and then he could have been the Cup leader points.
Right.
For one tournament. That was a little strange. So what they're doing this year, right now it's Koepka who's on top of the point standings. So in the Tour Championship, he's going to start automatically when he enters the tee box. He's already going to be 10 under. Automatically. So he's not starting from even. He's 10 under. Rory's in second place right now, so he's going to start the tournament at 8 under. So 2 shots behind Koepka.
Right.
And then third would be 6, fourth, 6, I think, and then so on and so on. The top 10, start, and then I think it gets to even for everybody else.
Right. Okay.
It's a little bit different.
A little odd. Yeah.
So it's going to be really weird to see Koepka go up there and he's already 10 under and hasn't even shot the ball yet.
He's got 10 birdies.
What if he has a monster day or a monster weekend where he's like 17 under par? He's going to shoot 27 over or under. Just because he gets 10 shots already.
This is kind of nutty.
It's a little different.
A little weird,
it is,
yeah.
But I understand why they're doing it because it's a little weird that you play throughout these events, you get these points, but yet somebody that's like in 8th place in the points could win.
Right.
And then you fall to like 16th or something, not
And
even bad, or 25 or 30, and then you end up losing.
And the course could just set up for you.
Yeah.
I mean, really set up to your game or
So
or away from your game.
I think the way it is to make it where if you're the leader in points, it's
you got it somewhat of
you have
advantage.
a huge advantage. If you just lose, that's on you. Like, this is not just because one tournament kind of flip-flop things.
Right.
Like they're trying to give you this trophy. You just don't screw it up. Don't hit the ball in the water.
Because even though Tiger won last year, there's no feeling that he was, though he did good, he wasn't one of the top 5
That's
golfers
what I mean.
last
It was
year.
kind of
really
like he hit a very good year, and everybody started to see that, okay, Tiger was playing again.
Right.
For the first time at a high level in a long time. And he wins that Tour Championship. And it was kind of like, and they were showing the list of scenarios that needed to happen during that tournament in order for Tiger to be the FedEx Cup playoff winner. And all that stuff happened.
Right.
Like everything, there was a list of these things.
So basically this year they're Tiger proofing it.
Yeah. There was this huge list of all the stuff that they were doing to it. And it was like, this is weird. Like everything's falling in place. Justin Rose just needed and I don't remember each scenario. So I'm being a little general about it, but Justin Rose had to finish just here and Tiger would have won. It would have been that simple. Justin Rose avoided that and just got where he needed to be to stay at the top and win the FedEx Cup. But it's now 10 under you start, it's yours. Don't screw it up. And Rory's in it. Rory's only 2 shots behind.
Right.
So far and so far. So what do you think that's a good idea there to kind of make it where the whole season, if you're in the top, you have the better chance to win it, other than you got to bring it on that final day, that final Tour Championship event, or you can have a guy that was in like 13th place somehow miraculously jump to number 1.
Right.
That to me is a little weird. So I kind of like it, but it's still a little, it
is a little weird. And it's really hard because in basketball and football and baseball,
You got to play it all the way through the end.
The field is the same for everybody.
Right.
The football field is 100 yards.
Right.
No matter where you play. The basketball court's 94 feet long, no matter where you play. Baseball fields, they're generally roughly the same. The bases are the same distance apart. But sports like golf and NASCAR and that try to implement these playoffs, it's a different course. And while Koepka may be the best player in the world, just where that last tournament is played could decide who's the playoff champion. It's kind of odd to me.
Right.
Okay, if you're good at this course, it sets up good for you. So I kind of tend to like it to give them a little bit of advantage, because if you're going to make this a true playoff, in stick and ball sports, you set yourself up with home field advantage. That's your advantage. Golf, you don't have that. So or unless you let them pick the venue. That would be interesting, but
that'd be pretty cool too. If you could do that, that would be
Let me
something.
pick
your favorite course.
Yeah, pick my course I do the best at. But so there's no advantage to being the best player throughout the regular season of the FedEx standings. So I think it's really the only way to give somebody an advantage, unless you let them tee off on the women's tees.
Right. All right, we're going to jump to a break. When we come back on the other side,